Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now you're probably wondering, who is this guy? It's me. So obviously normally I would have gameplay in the background of my videos, but my OBS just doesn't want to work at the moment, so here we are. If you've already clicked off, I totally understand. If not, thank you. As you can see, we are doing another two-parter video, same to the Shining and Doctor Sleep one I did a little bit ago, but this time we're talking about my two favourite Marvel films, or at least in the MCU. And as you can see, we are starting with Avengers Assemble. Avengers Assemble came out in 2012 and was written and directed by Joss Whedon, and I think the majority of people agree that this film is great. So let's start with character. For me, anyway, all the characters are extremely likeable. It does a really great job of bringing all the characters from their films individually together in this film. Whedon brings their tones, their characters, their stories all together in this particular film, and he does it really well. Cap is trying to fit into this new world he's in. Tony is trying to learn how to play with others. Banner is kind of unwillingly being brought back into a world he's tried to stay out of, and Thor is back on Earth. And I can't lie, I don't think Thor has that much of an arc in this film. He's probably my least favourite character in this film. But it doesn't mean he's not likeable. I do like him quite a lot in this film. Now I think we should talk about tone. For me, this isn't one of those MCU films that feels like it's bombarded with jokes, which is great, because I think later on, in particular Phase 3, that would happen, and that would be one of my biggest flaws with some of the films. You can have any serious moments, but here you can feel the weight of everything that's going to happen when it needs to be serious, and the quips you have feel very much in character. They're not out of place, they're very much in place, and they come from the characters, not for the sake of having a joke and making it a PG film. Some examples of when the tone is quite serious, such as when the Chitauri come to Earth for the first time, and Coulson's death, especially Coulson's death, that was really good. I mean, technically he's not dead, he's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I haven't finished past Season 5, I've watched up to there, I'm waiting for the rest of them to come on Disney+, or out on DVD or Blu-ray, but you really feel the weight of that in that film, and you understand Nick Fury's decision to make it seem like Coulson had the Captain America cards in his jacket when it wasn't. Like, it seems like a bit of an asshole move, and it is, but you totally understand why. He's doing it for the sake of the Earth, quite literally. The tone just feels really balanced. All the different tones from the different films are all brought together, and it feels really balanced to me personally. Now let's talk about some action and CGI. The action is directed really well. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's just really solid and good action to watch and very enjoyable. It's definitely not the best in the MCU. It definitely does get better as we go along. Winter Soldier notably, that is when it picks up for me. The Russo's directing style of action is what I really enjoy. And when we see each character working together, like Iron Man using his repulsor blasts, I think that's what they're called, to reflect off Cap's shield, that's some great stuff. And when they're just flying around or moving and the camera is following what they're doing, their fights, and links up with the other characters, that's just some great camera work and great direction. And with CGI, this film uses actual sets. I think Marvel may have forgotten what sets are. Please don't take that to heart, it's not too much of a serious stick, I'll talk about that more in my next video. But this film uses some CGI and practical stuff really well, and it has a much better effect in my opinion. It gets us much more invested in the world that we are seeing fall apart, technically. So, the plot. So Loki has returned to Earth on behalf of Thanos to let his army rain down. And Loki is still hurt a lot by the true heritage that he's a part of the Frost Giants and he's not truly Asgardian, and he still very much feels like he should be king. And here we see him getting as close as he can to being a king. Yes, it's King of Earth, not Asgard, but that's what he wants to rule. Of course he ends up getting stopped, but he's one of the best MCU villains for a reason. Partially because of Tom Hiddleston's amazing performance. But it's still a good story, and it goes at a good pace. It doesn't get too quick, doesn't get too slow at all, for me anyway. In this film, it's clear to me anyway. Of course, you may all disagree with my opinion, you may hate this film, and that's perfectly fine. But I love it, and to me it's clear that Whedon put character first before anything else. I mean, maybe other than Thor, but he still made him likable, and that really works. He put character first. He's maybe the only person who's worked at Marvel. Him and Mark Ruffalo are the only people I think that actually care about the character of the Hulk. He is possibly my favourite character in this film. I just really enjoy Mark Ruffalo's performance, and his character, and the revelation at the end. I watched it before making this video. It gave me goosebumps. I mean, I went to cinema to see it. I've seen it multiple times since, and it still gave me goosebumps. Some people may disagree about the characters in this film. They may disagree with how they take Tony and Steve and may find them boring. And while I understand they don't have as much as clear arcs as they did in their own films, they still have very good arcs to me, and I still find each of them compelling, even if they do have not much given to them, such as Thor. I still enjoy having Thor on screen, and I'm never complaining. Joss Whedon and all of the cast and crew brought together a group of remarkable people, and this cast and crew are a group of remarkable people. It was a great opening to the future of the MCU, because it was just like, yes, look, we can do this. We can do this whole universe thing, and it can work. And if this film didn't work, we wouldn't have had an Endgame. We probably wouldn't have even got to Spider-Man. I think for many this might be their favourite Avengers film, and maybe even their favourite MCU film, and I totally understand that. I really do. I honestly don't think I have a confirmed favourite. I said possibly Endgame in my tier list video, but I think my favourite switches between this one and the film I'm going to talk about in the next video. This film feels real, and to me, it was a near perfect superhero film. I don't think it's perfect, as I've said, but it's great. You can rewatch it over and over again. It holds up today. Everything in it is great, I think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the Avengers in the comments below. As you can tell, I love it. I do overall love the MCU. I have a lot of problems with it, and I don't love every film, but overall, I'm a fan, of course. And this is one of, if not my favourite MCU films. I hope you guys enjoyed though. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy, and subscribe for more. It's free, and of course if you end up disliking my content, feel free to unsubscribe. It's not going to kill me. I appreciate any criticism at all. I hope you guys are good, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and have a great day.